Welcome, faves, to Dolakwa Unscripted. If you are just seeing my face for the first time, I am Dolakwa Lasisi and I share real life conversations here on this channel. Subscribe to this channel. As someone who has written the exam twice and got an overall band score of 8.0 in 2022 and in 2024, I have the material that can help you ace this exam. In this video, I'll be sharing with you nuggets on how to ace your IELTS writing exam. I am running a series on the IELTS exam. Watch this video to the end because I'll be sharing with you how you can get free practical materials for this exam. And also, there are previous videos that I have done on this series. The link to them will be attached on the description box. And subscribe to this channel so that as soon as any video drops, you will be the first to know. Thank you. Now, let's get started, fave. The IELTS writing exam, anything from 7.5 to 9.0 is a bam IELTS score. In the IELTS writing exam, we have two tasks, task 1 and task 2. Task 1 is usually a letter, which could be formal letter, informal letter, or semi-formal letter. They are not going to tell you, this is formal or not. You need to be able to deduce. So the exam starts by you understanding which type of letter should I be writing. And in this video, we'll be dissecting it. And just like that, you will understand this thing. This is my writing task 1. For your letters, you have greeting, intro, which explains the purpose of your letter, 3-paragraph body, discuss each orderly, closing remark, request further action, what you will like to happen next, then ending of the letter. These are the parts of your letter. Writing task 1 is 20 minutes and you're expected to have nothing less than 150 words. If you write 3 body and you are detailed, following the WEGSL, which was stated in the first video, linked on the description box of this video. If you use that, you even need to count your words, I swear. Try it during your practice. Your words will even be more than that 150. Writing task 1 is 1/3 of your score. 3 types of letter. Formal letter, which is to complete stranger, someone of higher authority, like your boss, like the head of an agency, a government agency. Then semi-formal letter, colleague, someone you know or you don't know very well. You don't even know the name of their first child. You get. Informal letter, your family, your friends, someone like you're very close to. Formal letter has to be polite and your words have to be academic standard for formal letter. When should you write formal letter? But it's about a business or professional matter. When you are writing to someone you don't know at all, you get. When you are writing to someone who has a lot of authority over you, CEO of your company, the president of your university, the dean of your faculty, that's a formal letter. Now, semi-formal letter, you are writing a professional or business letter to someone who is equal to you, such as co-worker, classmate, or neighbor. Informal letter, writing a personal letter to a friend. Writing a professional business letter to a friend that deals with routine, not so important subjects, especially if the letter is addressed to someone you are very familiar with. Types of communication. Remember, this is in a table, so you can also have like this table, paste it on your wall and you can memorize it every day. And even when you're practicing during your writing, you can just look at it and it guides you. Please get your note and your pen. Draw out a table. Greeting. For formal letter, dear sir or madam, if you don't know the name or the gender of the person. Dear Mr. or Mrs. or Miss Ensure. Remember, when you want to use just one name, it has to be the surname. It has to be the surname. So most times, to be safe during my practice, what I do is I pick female. I choose that person be female. And then I use a male name as the surname. If it's a male person, there's no way they can determine if that's the surname, the first name or the last name. But when it's female and I use Abraham, Miss Abraham or Mrs. Abraham, it's clear that this is the person's last name. So they understand that I understand that rule. So status and surname only for formal letter. Remember, you can use dear sir or madam if you don't know the name or gender of the person. It's very important to read the instruction that is in that question, because sometimes it will tell you to use dear sir or madam. Please don't assume. Still read all the instructions, all the lines, like read, underline, ensure you don't miss it. Because if they tell you to use dear sir or madam, and then you're not going to go and use dear Mrs. Abraham, because I said it in this video, you may fail. Or to pain you that you failed it. So please read the instruction. Dear Mr. or Mrs. or Miss Ensure, status and surname only. Dear Professor Lee, title and surname only. Dear Christine Kochansky, you must use given name, don't add title. Now for semi-formal letter, dear Mr. Ensure, dear Professor Toman, dear Roger Ensure, dear Rhonda Toman, dear Roger, dear Rhonda. So these are like all the possible examples for formal. Let me clear. Now for informal, dear Rhonda, dear Roger. Always use given, which is your first name only. Don't use last name for informal letter, because you are very familiar with this person. Next, opening remark. I am writing to inform you. Please take note that for formal letter, no abbreviation. For semi-formal letter, I hope all is well. I am writing because. So this is for opening remark. Then for informal, hey, how is it going? Informal, someone you're very familiar with. For expressing thanks in formal letter, I would like to express gratitude for. For IELTS exam, it is preferable, especially for formal, to use would rather than will. For formal, anything formal, and even in tax too, will use would. Semi-formal, thank you so much for. Then for informal, thanks for. Can you see why they said informal, no abbreviation? I want to make a suggestion, so it depends on what the prompt is. For formal letter, I think it may be best if for semi-formal I would suggest, and for informal, why don't you? You really should. This is an example. If you are making a request for formal letter, I am hoping that you might consider. Formal letter, you want to make a request, don't say, hey, I hope you consider. You better consider. No, it shows you reference authority. Now for semi-formal letter, I would like you to, and then for informal, please do this. Please, all of this is not in one letter. It depends on what the prompt is telling you to do. If it's to express thanks for the gift you received, that's what I like to express. If it's make a suggestion to the head of the, you use the making suggestion. If it's make a request for, or they might tell you got a package and it didn't come where you want a refund. There's a way they will twist it, but this is a request. I'm requesting for a refund my money, my package that was sent on so and so with an SUV van, white color SUV van, so that your words will be complete. So you give a proper description. Now, if you are describing a problem for formal letter, unfortunately, it appears that there might be room for improvement when you are describing a problem for a formal letter. Now for semi-formal, I have had some trouble, because. And then for informal, there is a problem. Now for closing remark, for formal letter, if you have any further question, don't hesitate to ask. I look forward to our next communication. Now for semi-formal letter, let me know if you have any questions, and I hope to hear from you soon. For informal, if you've still got questions, just ask. I can't wait to see you again! Exclamation, because you're excited to see the person again. Ending, for formal, cordially, yours faithfully, yours sincerely. I use yours faithfully usually. Now for semi-formally, sincerely. If they say your co-colleague, you can use sincerely. But if it's like your guy small, you can use yours sincerely. Now for informal, yours, your friend, best regard, kind regard, with love. It depends. Now names after the ending. When you put best regards, Susu, That's informal because that's your name, your nickname. However, for formal letter, you're going to put Susu. No, you're going to put your title and last name, Miss Dolapo in my case, or your full name. You call your full name. Then for semi-formal letter, you use title and full name, just your given name, Dolapo. Title and full name Miss Oluwadolapo Lasisi, or full name no title Oluwadolapo Lasisi. So all of that for semi-formal. Then for informal, always use just your given name or your nickname, Dolapo D, things like that. Read the whole question carefully and answer every part. Now, let's talk about vocabulary top tips. Number 1, use synonyms. Use synonyms. When you see that you're about to repeat words, please think about something else. This is why you need to practice, especially if you want to ace this exam. Practice every day. Write a letter. Write for task 1, write for task 2, so that you will master the act of thinking of synonyms before you write. Because trust me, in the all I have written in this Lagos here, they don't allow you to use pencil. You are writing with biro, black biro. They will even give you in the all. So please practice with pen here so that you can start mastering the act of thinking of synonyms even before you place the word, at the same time with time. Because you have 60 minutes to write task 1 and task 2. Usually you're expected to spend 20 minutes in task 1, 40 minutes in task 2. Task 2 gives you higher score. So it is advisable that you write your task 2 first, and then squeeze in your task 1 very fast and make sure you do it well in the last 20 minutes. You'll be reminded of time. So please, you need practice. It's not a lot of time. It's not. To think, right? Use synonyms. Please start practicing. Some words have no direct synonyms. So if no direct synonym, rewrite the sentence. Use pronouns and use phrases. Try to use some uncommon words. Some words that will be like, wow, she is good. He is good. To get practice material, kindly send me a mail at ashake124@outlook.com so that I can mail you these practice questions so you can start practicing. Please, and please, if you missed any part of this video, watch again. It is very important. With this guide, you can write any task 1 letter and start practicing now, please. If you are yet to subscribe, please do like, leave a comment. Any question you have, I will be answering in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.